People, welcome to a little bonus episode of the Noah's Board podcast. Okay, now this episode I'm going to be talking about some things, ideas that I have, some changes that I have for this very podcast right here. Because we've been doing it for a little bit now. This is going to be episode 64 or 65 or whatever. I think it's 64. But I've been thinking about it. So it's like I sit down every week and I record these episodes. And you know what? It's fun. It's fun. I enjoy it. But it takes me a little bit. I record well, to be honest with you, I don't really edit this at all. I don't. I just sit down and I record for like 30, 40, 50 minutes sometimes, and then I just post it. But it takes me a little bit. And it's like I don't want to be wasting my time. And here's the thing: I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't know. It's kind of complicated because like I do enjoy recording, sitting down and telling interesting and cool stories. I've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun times on this podcast. We've had a lot of episodes, like a lot of things, so much stuff. In fact, so many good memories on this, dude. It's just like crazy. But I've been like thinking about ending this podcast, and I know. You're like, wait, you're like, why? Like you said you want to keep doing the podcast, and yeah, I want to keep podcasting, but I feel like this one, like it's been doing so long, and it's like it hasn't been being successful or anything like that. And I feel like there's some episodes on here that are just really low quality, that are just like one that's like 21 minutes long, barely even an episode of a podcast. you know there's just some of them on here. There's an 18-minute episode. Oh my goodness, that one's not good. Which is like, I feel like there's a lot of ones, and also it's like the artwork's not good, and also it's like I only post some of them on YouTube, some of them not, and it's just like I don't even know, dude. It's just like I feel like I could do better with this podcast. And I was like, what if I just start over? What if I make a whole fully new podcast, and put it and just start doing that weekly thing, and actually try to do it weekly, so that I can have because I already have a good backlog of episodes for this. What I was gonna do is I was going to like go up to episode 100, and then I was gonna stop it, but I don't know if I want to do that because we still are a good amount of episodes away from number 100. We're still 63 episodes, so we have 63 episodes here, and out of all those episodes, out of the plays for this series is only 259 plays out of 63 episodes of the podcast. So not that good, not that good. But to be honest with you, I don't know. I just feel like that I could be putting out better quality content. I want to do one where I actually try to prepare more. Okay, where I actually try to prepare more. You know, because I just feel like it would be better if I did that. Like write down some stuff I want to talk about, because for some of the episodes, I sit down and I don't have a lot of the episodes I sit down and I don't have a plan. Some of them, like I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I'm sit down and I'm like, okay, I have this idea or something like that. But a lot of the time, I'm just like, I don't have any ideas, and I end up blabbering and just stutter, stuttering or just doing that stuff like that. So it's like I feel like I need to find a better way to do this. Okay, I feel like I need to do a better way to do this, and I want to update the art and try to make some cool stuff, and also I want to have it on YouTube, so that you know I can I can have it as another place, and I feel like it would be good if I. But the thing is that like I have a lot of ideas for podcasts. I was thinking about doing a writing one, but it's like I don't really have many ideas for that. And I'm like, well, I can do one like this, just me sitting down and talking, but like have a comedy one, but like maybe write out stories that I want to tell, or like write out topics, do more fun stuff, try a little bit harder. So I'm like, should I just do that? Or should I continue doing this one? But like, because Also, I kind of want to change the name, the Noah's Board Podcast. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's like a okay name. I mean, it's an okay name, but there's a lot. It can be a lot better. Like the name can be a lot better. I have a document where I just wrote down a bunch of different ideas. Like, what is it? The Blabbermouth Podcast, The Green Room, Midnight Musings. I actually did for a little bit I wanted to name the podcast that. I did have a podcast back in like 2020 that I didn't post on Spotify, but I just posted on YouTube that it was called the Midnight Musings Podcast. But then I think I changed it to the Noah's Board Podcast. Oh, I have Past Your Bedtime. We have Chuckle Cave, Extremely Tired, The Lounge, The Cave, um, Loudmouth Podcast, Chatterbox, Motormouth Podcast, things like that. So it's like I have a lot of ideas for different names, and then I want to do like cool little segments on it. Maybe I don't know, just to. And I was like, I wonder if I want to do it because I mean I do like doing it, having it as video, so I can go back and look at see how I looked, see the growth over time. But it's also like I also kind of just want to do like, what is it? I just kind of want to do like audio stuff because then it would be a lot easier, it would be a lot easier if I just did audio stuff. But also I'm like it's like I don't know, dude, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know, because I haven't been really consistent with this podcast. I mean, I have been for the past couple of weeks or so, but I haven't been too consistent with it. And, like I said, some of the topics, man, are just bad. And also, I wish I could have more guests on, dude, but I just don't know. I don't know anybody, dude. What was I gonna? Oh, yeah. Like, I don't have any guests, dude. I wish I had guests. And also, a lot of people have podcasts. Like, there's a lot of cool podcasts that I listen to, and a lot of people have them. And also, like, I could talk about a thing where it's like I found like a really, I could like find like a topic that like interests me, like do find like weekly news stories, or not news stories, but like just weird stuff, just like talk about weird stuff that's happening. Oh my goodness, oh no, what's going on this week, guys? Yeah, like there's a lot of podcasts that I listen to. Chuckle Sandwich. I was listening to The Yard, Safety Third, the William Asman Backyard Scientist, Trash Taste. That one's a really good one, and I want to make sure that it's like easy, so that I can just be like, yeah, I can do this for a very long time, because I want to be able to do this for, I want to, oops, sorry. I want to be able to do this for a very long time, because, like, some of these people have been doing, like, what is it? Like, for example, I think, like, Trash Taste has, like, almost 200 episodes, dude. That's crazy. 200 episodes of their podcast. They're, like, on episode 190. Like, that's wild, dude. That is wild. And, a lot of them, and the thing is also, I guess a lot of them are, like, big productions, A lot of them have, like, full studios, big fancy cameras, and big fancy microphones. Look at this podcast. Webcam, mic, laptop. And also, like, I don't really like making thumbnails for the podcast, because it's, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, so it's, like, I don't know, dude. So, and I don't really think I'm going to do the thing of making, like, shorts based on the podcast. I don't know. And then, like, yeah, because I would have guests, and then, because it would be weird, because it's like, I did make, like, a separate a podcasting channel, but it's like, I feel like it would be very weird if I, like, just started putting the episodes up, because, like, I'm already on episode 63, so it would be weird if, like, I made the channel, and, like, the first episode on there was number 63, because, like, I guess I have been filming all the past episodes since, like, I wonder when was the first video episode that I did. Let me go see. I don't remember what the first video episode was. I guess I could just download all the episodes and start putting them on, but that would take a while. That would take a while. Let's see, what's the first video episode? Okay, so the first video episode is 9/13/22. Wow. So that's like what is it? 10. That'd be like September or August, September of 2022. That's the very first video episode. So I would have to go all. That's a lot episodes back. That's a lot of episodes back, you know. Man, some of these episodes. This episode will make you hungry. The late night episode at the beach. Well, I remember, dude. I mean, I am kind of glad that I started doing. So that's like episode. So yeah, I would have to post a lot of them. There's already a big backlog and stuff. And it's like I don't know if I would like post them all at once or just like I don't know. It would just be complicated, you know. So it's like maybe it would be better just to start over. But it's like I've been working on this thing for so long now. I put a lot of time and effort into it, so it's like, do I really want to just stop and end it? But it's like the podcast that I was starting would be kind of similar, so it's like, why would I? I don't know. It's just thinking a lot about it. It's like, or like, is the podcast even worth the time? You know, is it worth doing it every single week? You know, just sitting down, recording it, doing all that stuff. Ugh. Is it even worth doing, dude? Is it worth just sitting down and wasting my time? No, no, not wasting the time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Wasting the time. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might I might end the podcast. I'm seriously thinking about ending the podcast again. I know it's crazy. Ending the podcast again, or I should get to episode 100, but that would take a while because there's still like 63 to 73, 73 to 83, 83 to 93, 30. So there's still like 35. So there's still like 36 episodes left until 100. So that's still quite a bit of episodes left. And that would probably take like the rest of the year. I mean, unless I did like 2 episodes a year. Not a year, but like 2 episodes a week. That would be more. Yeah, so it's like I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going. Right? Because 63. I mean, I feel like 63 is a good amount of episodes. You know. You know what's funny? I also found like my other. I have a. This is funny. This podcast right here is not the first podcast I had. Well, actually, no. It is the first podcast, but I did start another one called Extremely Bored too. Yeah, both have bored of the name. With one of my friends from work. It was one of my coworkers. Okay. And the funny thing is that we only made one episode. We were gonna do weekly episodes. That was ambitious, you know. We were gonna do weekly episodes. Like, oh, look at this, weekly episodes of the podcast, guys. But but then I don't know what happened. We're just like, nope, nope, no more. Sorry, no more. And then we stopped doing it. And then episodes from like November 2021, dude. So it was like 2 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, 2 years ago, about to be. Yeah, 2 years ago. So it's like, I don't know. And I can't really start that one back up again. Because it's like, you know, that was like a duo. That was a duo one, you know? So, I can't really like start that. I can't really start it back up again. So it's like, what, what am I gonna do? Man, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I just don't. Why is it gonna be so complicated? Tell me why is it gonna go make things so complicated? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop just singing. And that's the thing, though. It's like sometimes these podcasts are just weird. Like I don't know what to say. Sometimes I sing random things, you know, because it's like, oh, I just want to fill the space, you know. I just want to fill the space. It's like I don't want the podcast to do that. I don't want a podcast to be just be filling the space, you know. I want people to actually be able to listen to it, dude. I want people to listen and be like, oh wow, wowzers, this is an interesting podcast, guys. This is so interesting. The most interesting podcast you have ever heard and listened to in your whole entire life, everybody. Like Sad Boys too. I remember listening to the Sad Boys podcast. That one was it's a good one. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I used to not I had a podcast phase in middle school and then I stopped listening to them. So yeah, but it's like hello there, buddy. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Countryman podcast. Today, today what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be telling you how to milk a cow. No, I don't know how. I don't know how to do that, guys. I don't know how to. I don't know how to milk a cow. Sorry. I should do a podcast like. And also, I just want to like. I want to do a. I should do a podcast like. I don't know, in a plane or something. I don't know how I would do. I could do a podcast in a plane. I don't know why I think that I could do that in a plane. I can't do it in a plane. I don't have a. I don't have a plane. I don't have a plane with me. What am I? What am I gonna do? Okay. But see, that's what the problem is that I just get distracted easily. I get distracted easy with this podcast, guys. And I don't. And also, it's also. I mean, like I tried doing shorts before, but it's just so much work. It's a lot of work, just like try to find good clips that you think, and not just putting out stuff just for the sake of it. And it's like I don't know if I want to be like full time on this. Like at first I was like, oh, it'd be cool, but it's like I don't know, because it's like I don't just want to do a podcast. I want to do other stuff too. But it's like I have so much going on with like I don't. There's so much going on, and it's like I don't know if I want to like put too much. I don't want to put too much on my plate, and I just don't want to. Oh no, I don't know. I do want to start a Patreon, dude. I do want to start a Patreon. That'd be cool to do that, because you can earn a good amount of money from that. Like you can earn a good. Like there's some podcasts that earn like $100,000+ a month, which is crazy, dude. Crazy. That's a lot of money, dude. That is a lot of. That's a lot of money. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. But yeah, I do. But the thing is that like I don't really have much of an audience right now, so it's like yeah, I don't really have much of an audience, so it's like I can't really make a Patreon unless Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I don't know if I'm gonna be ending this podcast. I don't know if I'm just gonna be keeping stuff like that. Or I was thinking what I could do is I could just like, because some of the episodes, like some of the longer episodes, are just live streams that I took from my channel. So it's like, um, I was thinking about just like having this be like a live stream archive, channel. Like have it every time I do a live stream, just put it on there. Like maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then have the other podcast just be like separate, me sitting down and talking. Because I do live streams like every once in a while. Like I do. I mean, I don't know. I don't do them too much. Like I don't do them like. I don't know. I do it like I think I used to live stream a lot more. So yeah, I used to do them a lot more, but now I don't do them as much now. I should do it more. I really should live stream more. But okay, I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with this podcast because I really love it. Like it's had a lot of good memories. Dude, literally the first episode is from almost 4 years ago. Like listening to that first episode, dude, is so crazy. Listening to the first 6 episodes is crazy because those were all filmed back in 2020, dude. And it's so cool. It's like a freaking like time capsule, dude. It's literally like a time capsule of like my life, dude. It's so wild. It's so wild, dude. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. This podcast is cool because it's kind of just like a time capsule. It's a time capsule of stuff. What was I thinking that week? What was I thinking this week? And 63 is a lot of episodes. I hear. Wait, let me look up the thing about how long do most podcasts last. How long? Come on. Long do most podcast 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 last? How long do most podcasts last? It shows that. Wait a second. It says let's look at some Statistics. I can't talk really. I can't really talk. Statistics. Come on, are you gonna load or what? Oh, it's not loading, guys. It's not loading. Okay, 17 Essentials podcast addiction. I don't care. There are roughly 4.5 billion podcasts. Oh my goodness, dude. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Podcasting is both. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Adults listen to podcasts. Where's that? I don't. I just want to look at like episode statistics. 32 like most common like is between 20 to 40 minutes. If are too long, it will cause turn off list. Data shows that counts for really. An hour long show. Educated right? It's why it's that. That's crazy. I didn't think that. I thought like because usually a lot of the podcasts I see are like usually over an hour. So I mean, I guess that's good. 20 to 40 minutes. I mean, that is. I like. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because if it's like a long episode, then I'll usually listen to the whole thing. They're. But back in time, they were just only now that number sits at 2 billion, which just shows how popular the medium. Okay, is there any like comedy is the most? However, there are business podcasts true and everything in between. However, the genre that gathers the most attention is comedy. And tuning into a podcast that makes them laugh. Yeah, I mean, let's see what the top podcast genres: comedy, news, true crime, sport, fitness, religion, politics, fitness, scripted drama. Yeah, there is some good scripted drama like podcasts out there. Those are cool. I remember listening to like the Ron Burgundy podcast, dude. Or listen. Wait. How was? How many episode? How? But there was a statistic about most podcasts don't last that long, or like most podcasts only have a few. Which podcast? I want to look at which podcast has the most episodes. Which podcast has? Because I know the Joe Rogan Experience has a lot of episodes, like 1,000. Has the most episodes. Joe holds a record for the most honorable mention, such as Hardcore History, hosted by You Should Know by Joseph and Chuck Bryan, Radio Love, hosted by. Okay, let's see how many. Here's something of a long podcast with extensive backlog. Which episode? No, I don't care. Oh, there's an ad. I don't care. Has over 1,500 episodes. That's crazy, dude. Has so many. It quickly garnered a mass. Oh, it started back in 2009. That's crazy. Dude, that reportedly earned the move all the increases. Episode. The holds record for the most go, such as Hardcore History, hosted by. That's what? Oh, Hardcore History. I've never heard of Hardcore History before. Wow, 1,500 episodes, dude. I wonder if I will ever have a podcast. I wonder if I'll ever get to 1,000 episodes of a podcast. I don't think so. I don't think that I would ever get it. And also, just like I don't know how to make podcast art, dude. The podcast art for this one is just so like, it's so simple, dude. So simple. And also, like for the Patreon, I would probably have to make bonus episodes, and it's like it would be hard. It would be hard to come up with ideas, dude. Because like, how do people do like such long podcasts? Like, I can't talk for that long, dude. Like, I can't talk for that long. Like, I'm just gonna look on Patreon, see the top podcast on Patreon is Mad Shade's Secret Podcast with, dude, what that they have 100,000 Patreon members. That is insane, dude. That is insane. Not another D&D podcast. I know D&D. I know like D&D. There's a lot of D&D podcasts and stuff like that. I've never played D&D before. Oh my goodness. Do an ASMR podcast. Well, there's that problem. Engineering disaster. Dropouts podcast. Oh, The Yard. I like listening to The Yard. The Yard's a pretty good. The Yard's a good podcast as well. Dropouts. Oh, I saw Dropouts because they had Johnny Gilbert and Jake Weber. Ooh, the Basement Yard. Basement Yard is good too. Basement Yard. What are some other ones? Fear and Fear and I like Fear and that's a good one. See, I've been listening to a lot of podcast. I can't talk. See? Wish I could talk better, dude. I wish. Why can't I just talk better, everybody? And also, what I like about the podcast, it's just like it's just a loose, it's a loose, like way of doing it. You don't have to like really edit it that much. You don't really, yeah, you don't really have to prepare for it that much. You can just do it and stuff like that. That's what I like about it because a lot of the videos, it takes a while to come up with the idea, edit the video, and just do that stuff like that. So it's good to just sit down and just do that. Just do that. Brett Easton Ellis podcast. I didn't know he had a podcast. Really? Really? I didn't know he had a pod. The author has a podcast, dude. I didn't even know Brett Easton Ellis has a podcast, dude. That's great. Episode 5. Finishes for the reviews. One of his movies. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting that he had. I'm just looking at. Let's see. See, oh, I was thinking about doing that for mine. Like what is it? Having seasons in it, like having seasons of the my podcast, but I never did that. So I'm thinking about literature and history. There's also, and I was thinking about like, should I really just do a podcast about me talking about random stuff, or should I, do what is it? Do I'm thinking like do should I do like a podcast that's specifically on certain topics? But it's like I don't know like what I would do because it's like it's hard to be able to find like what would I do? Like there's not one topic that like I could do like hundreds of episodes on. Maybe like movies and stuff, but there's already a lot of movie podcasts out there. And I don't know like if I could like watch a movie every week and review it. And like probably wouldn't be that long either. Like maybe a writing podcast, but it's like I'm not the best writer, so it's like I'm very beginner, so it's like I don't know like what I would do. Like I just don't know what topics that I would be able to like talk about for that period of time, for that long of a time. So it's like maybe I don't know, maybe I could do because I was gonna do a writer's lounge of me coming up with ideas, but I couldn't really do that. I'm not the most creative person, or like maybe like a book club podcast, but it's like reading a book every week and talking about it would be hard because there's a lot of big books are usually pretty long, so it's like you can't really most of the time you can't really just do that. I remember watching one like a podcast about these guys that would like read a like certain book, and then like one of I think one of them would read it, and then the other he would talk to the other guy about it. I think it was like the book. What was it? The book Smart or like I don't know. Dang it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I have no idea what is going on. So yeah, that's basically what this episode's about. Just me talking. So yeah, if I end the podcast, don't be surprised if I do, or maybe I'll like go to episode 70. Because 70 is a good a lot. Is a good like back. Shit. Oh my god. 70 is a good back like catalog to have. Like that's a lot, and I wonder like how many hours. I want to try to calculate how many like hours of content I have made on here, dude. That would just be like hours of podcasting I've done. Probably a lot cuz I think the longest episode on here is like 2+ hours, and I've done 70 of them, dude. Not 72 plus hour episodes, but like I I feel like it's just I feel like it's just so like it would just be so much, dude. Like I just feel like it would just be so many hours, like 10 maybe like 10 hours. Like 10 hours, would it be 10 hours? I don't know. I don't really know what I don't know how many would be because like I don't know how and I don't really want to like go through I don't really want to go through all of those and just because that would be a lot of work. That would be a lot of work. That would be a lot of work, yeah. That would be A lot of work, yeah. Uh, uh, Oh, dude, wouldn't it be cool if I would be able to do this podcast full time? Actually, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I would want to open a Patreon because I don't really need. Well, I don't think I would want to make money off of this because then, like if I had a Patreon, like I would feel bad, Like I feel bad, like because I would like if I have, then I would have to be like like that every episode I would have the pressure of like for every episode to be like super duper high quality, like the most high quality episode ever, so that it's like I wouldn't be able to oh my goodness, dude, I'm just so tired. But it's like then I would have like so much pressure to be good, and then it would be a lot of work to have to do like maybe bonus episodes every week, because like would I really have that much to talk about to be able to do 2 episodes a week? Like I don't know, dude. That seems like a lot of episodes to do in one. Like I don't know. I mean, I think like it would be better like if I feel like it would be better if I got like a co-host. Dude, it would be cuz I had a lot of podcasts do have a co-host. It would be a lot better if I did get a co-host, dude, because like I don't know, like cuz I would have someone to bounce off if I wouldn't have to do all the things myself, so ooh. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just yawning, dude. I don't understand. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just yawning, guys. I don't. That's not what you came from. That's not what you came for, guys. Do 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 do. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just doing like a freaking like. I'm just doing like a freaking thing. Okay, I just episode saying so that's just to say, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably I'll do like a final episode if I ever do end everything. So yeah, thank you for listening to this. Thank you for listening to this bonus episode. So yeah, stay tuned for more stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.